imagine, just close your eyes and imagine that you have a really bad, significant pain in your back here. Oh my gosh, that hurts, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you have that, then you go to your doctor. Now, let's imagine you go to your doctor. You can open your eyes now, okay? You go to your doctor, and then you ask your doctor for a treatment, okay? He's going to refer you to do some x-rays to see what's happening in your back. But then he's going to prescribe you, for sure, some pills, some painkillers. But then there is the question you ask your doctor, doctor, can I have a massage therapy, maybe? Imagine that you have your back pain and then you go to a massage. Nice,
Yes.
right? But you cannot pay for that because it's really expensive. I know that, you know that. And then you ask your doctor, can I have like my insurance covered? Is that covered? Well, your doctor is gonna say, no. That's a big no, no. You may get perhaps some chiropractic services if you are one of the lucky people that have a unique insurance that covers it. But that is as far as you may go. I am a fan of alternative medicine. I love the idea of the non-side effects. My autistic oldest kid, his name is Owen, only tolerates a homeopathic remedy when he gets the flu. And the name of the medicine is oxylococinum by Bayer. My sister-in-law, Miladis, suffered from problems in her vertebral column for years. She went into several surgeries, but the pain did not go. She developed a stomach ulcer because of all the painkillers she was taking. Then me, a fan of alternative medicine, encouraged her to go see an acupuncturist. She's healed now. She still hugs me every time she sees me. We meet at Paris and then she's dancing, no pain for her. She thanks me every time she sees me for opening a way of healing she did not know about before. But you see, the surgeries that did not cure her, was covered by her insurance. The acupuncture treatments, guess what? Not
Covered.
exactly. I know. I know about therapists. For my autistic son, his medical insurance cover occupational therapy, speech therapy, behavior therapy. Those are really great. But then I ask about more therapies out there, and the pediatrician says to me, okay, you can try equine therapy. People are using it with great results. But then when I ask my insurance, is that covered? They say, guess what? Not
covered.
exactly. So I could not try that. My father-in-law had colorectal cancer. It was an aggressive cancer, and despite the chemo he was having, the tumor was spreading too fast. And then his doctor recommended immunotherapy. Guess what?
No covered.
Okay, so my father-in-law died, sadly, last year. Doctors around my family, different times and different diseases, have recommended some type of alternative medicine or treatment that have to mean something, right? There are alternative treatments and medicine that works. Medical insurance should cover them. This alternative way of healing might be the only option when conventional medicine doesn't work, like happened with my father-in-law. People study to become practitioners of this medicine. If this type of medicine can be unconventionally good for you, then why is not covered? I have had that question in my head for years. Why is that? Why, if for example, I want to go see an acupuncturist for my pain instead of taking drugs, my insurance won't cover it? Isn't my right to choose? According to a United States government survey released at the end of the year 2008, there was a 38% of adults and a 12% of children in the country using some form of complementary or alternative medicine. Alternative treatments using is higher among women and people with higher income and education level. Why is that? Because they can pay for it. Because why? Guess what? Not covered by your medical insurance, right? So there is a demand for more natural ways of healing, for an holistic approach, for less use of opioids, Like the recognized physician Dr. Andrew Wells said, and I quote him, patients are dissatisfied with doctors that prescribe a pill for every ill. There are people already using alternative medicine with fantastic results, like my sister-in-law, for example. Imagine if it was covered. I'm sure you will use it too, right? So the question still remains, why does your insurance not cover these treatments or medicine? One of the reasons they won't cover it is because of the lack of research. But the cost of doing this research and get approved by the ABA are astronomical. Conventional medicine can manage to pay for that because the cost of the research is financed most of the time by the pharmaceuticals that make the conventional medicine in the first place. Isn't there a conflict of interest? Unfortunately, alternative medicine can't afford the investigation needed. Perhaps you think that alternative medicine is just a magic way of stealing people's money. Okay, you are right. There are indeed some charlatans out there that claim to have a miracle cure for all your problems. But let's not mistake them for the real practitioners of ancient healings, the ones that started to become acupuncturists, chiropractors, naturopaths, among others. So conventional medicine works, there is no doubt about it, but over the last years, more and more doctors have been embracing alternative ways to complement conventional treatments. They call it integrative medicine. Alternative medicine uses less invasive methods than the conventional one. So join me and let's make conventional the unconventional. It can be done. The movement has already begun. Because of the demand of alternative medicines, insurance have approved coverage of some alternative treatments, however, with a lot of restrictions. The Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, mandates insurers to not discriminate against licensed healthcare providers in terms of reimbursements, including licensed alternative medicine practitioners. But insurers reserve the right to limit the coverage, and they do it all the time. So we are in need of a health system that cares about our interests, about people's interests, not pharmaceuticals. We can make that happen. We are voters, we are citizens, we are students, we are influencers. We demand and the government listens. We have the right to choose the medical treatment we want. So let's inform ourselves about these therapies and medicines because they can help people when conventional medicine can't. Insurers cannot make restrictions if the treatment you are seeking is medically necessary. That is the law. So let's start by asking our doctors for prescriptions of alternative care and medicine. We have the right to do so. That is a small change you can make that counts. Let's demand a more holistic medical treatment for ourselves. There is another way of medical treatment that people are already using with great results. Alternative medicine and treatments are ancient holistic methods of healing that are widely used nowadays. People study to become licensed practitioners. This medicine works and it should be covered. So let's make conventional the conventional. Let's learn about this alternative medicine. Let's spread the word. Let's demand our right to use it, our right to be healed the way we want, our right to have other options when someone says there is nothing else you can do. Like what happened to my father-in-law. So let's make our health insurance cover alternative medicine. So I'm going to ask you this. Next time your back hurts, when you go to your doctor, instead of living with a prescription pill, ask your doctor for an acupuncture treatment prescription or a chiropractic service referral. It might raise some eyebrows, but it is worth it. Alternative medicine can be unconventionally good